Are you worried? How the hell am I going to retire? It just seems like everything is getting worse. And kind of feel like the Titanic, like, where is my lifeboat? In this video, I am going to share my journey as a retired special education teacher, a divorced single mom of 3 boys, currently just a cocktail waitress, how I plan to navigate this thing we call life. And it just doesn't seem to be getting any better by the moment. But I do think, friends, I do think that there are options if we just MacGyver ourselves out of this situation. I know we can do it. If you are interested in these topics, I am Casey Reynolds, a health coach in the Nashville area. I make videos about maximizing your health, wealth, and happiness. So in this video, I am going to explore my journey about the possibility of retiring overseas. I'm actually going to create a community and a Facebook community of like-minded people. I was born in 1966. I know, it's amazing. But I feel young, but this whole world feels like it's just going to hell in a handbasket. So what can I do? What can we all do? And so I'm going to give you the 8 reasons I am exploring retiring overseas. And this is just in the exploration stage. And I still have a lot of work and research to do. Alrighty, so let's just jump right in. But before I do that, please hit subscribe. Definitely notify, but more than that, your comments. Are you struggling looking at your 401k? You've been laid off earlier than you thought you were going to. What the hell? What am I going to do? Or definitely if you have retired to a country other than the United States, please put in the comments below, because I want to create this community and I want to know how we are going to survive retirement. I want to retrofit my car into a home, which seems to be how we plan to retire for a lot of people. Okay, so I don't want to do that. So please put in a comment below. I definitely love to know what y'all are thinking. And hit that notification bell. I release videos on Wednesdays and Sundays. My number 1 reason, and I am going to just be total and complete honesty about my numbers. Now things could change. Everything could change. We all know that. I could win the lottery. My YouTube channel could just blow up. You just never know what can happen in the future, right? But I do know I have been on my own since a child. I was homeless at 17. And I feel like every single time I started to get ahead, like I graduated from college and got 5 job offers. So I decided to get engaged to a doctor and move. Wrongo. And I hit the 1991 recession and couldn't find a job. So I'm like, okay, rebounded. Got my master's degree, had 2 kids. Well, we'll get my kids out of the way and just have the children, then get a master's degree and enter a new profession. And he divorced me. I know, it happens, right? And then I was stuck with the 2008, 2009 market crash, housing crash, and lost $200,000. Oh yeah, for a person who is homeless. I am not a Rockefeller. Yeah, it was hard. So I've already lost everything. Oh, I'm like, so if you think I'm just like a person who's just out there living the free life, I am not. I do not travel. I've never actually seen anything besides the state of Tennessee and North Carolina, and I camp and love it. I am a nature girl. I don't know anything besides nature. That is all I know. That being said, is I led a extravagant lifestyle. And so you have about $3,000 a month, which is probably, unfortunately, more than most people. Income and a pension. already. And that's not including passive income from how my YouTube channel is doing. So just keep watching these videos. That does help. Oh, I love you, friends. I love you so much. Thanks. $1,000 a month. By the time I pay health insurance in America, that's going to be like living in a storage container in Omaha, Nebraska. It wasn't how I envisioned for somebody who has worked hard, for somebody who's intelligent, who's somebody who's got a college degree, a master's degree. That's now how I envisioned I was going to spend my life. So, that's why I consider retiring overseas. I can't retire in the United States. I just don't. Number 2, the rat race. I had to retire from being a teacher. What? Oh yes, friends, that little lovely phone that we have. They put all these apps on that phone, and I was basically responsible for answering questions from parents, teachers, and admin. It felt like 24 hours a day. I think they let me sleep. I think between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. I was okay not to look at my phone and answer. But friends, if I did not look and answer every single comment, I'd be written up, I'd be vilified. It was horrible. I couldn't stand it, especially when things were just going so sideways. When I had a group of boys throw a used sanitary napkin at me, and I was the one that, boom, got in trouble. I was like, what? It sounds crazy. Crazy but true. So I was like, dude, get me off of this hamster wheel. I cannot stand the rat race that's become American society. So that was number 2. And number 3. Number 3 is Manana. You know, in American lifestyle, I feel like everything was, did you do this yesterday? Did you have all the appropriate paperwork? Was everything done? Did you prepare? I'm exhausted. I am almost 60. I am so tired of always having to worry. It's like, do I have a star on my driver's license? Is this done? Is that done? How much do I have to get done each and every day? I can't get it all done. I'm working 3 jobs, and I just don't want to live in my car. It's not my goal. I would just like a more laid back mañana, just like things can wait. It's okay if they wait. It's okay. Manana life is my goal. Number 4, nature. So I had no money to do anything as a single divorced mom in the east of Tennessee. So I developed an incredible love of nature. Nature is free and I love it. And I was camping, hiking, kayaking, paddleboarding, and cycling. I was doing all these amazing things. So I developed this incredible love of nature. But in the USA, the beautiful spots are very expensive to live in. So I want to live someplace absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. So like I think of Costa Rica, I think of Ecuador. I definitely need to be in a similar time zone and not too far from the family. I don't want to abandon everybody. So nature is definitely very important on that list. I love Dr. Almond. I follow him and I started reading his books because my dad got Alzheimer's, but a little bit early-ish, and there's a little family history of it, right? And my brain. So doing something different. I actually am an incredible visual learner. That's why I can edit videos. Honey, I cannot do auditory. I am not an auditory learner at all. I've been terrible at learning foreign languages to help my cells in my brain to multiply so I don't get Alzheimer's. I know that when I started to cocktail waitress, I had to memorize everyone's room number, and at first I could not do it. And now I've memorized them like 5 weeks later. People come back and I'm like, are you 2307? They're like, that was scary. I'm like, I'm not stalking. I didn't write it down. I just can remember these things. And that's a great feeling. That means my brain is definitely like the brain of an 18-year-old. And that's an amazing reason why I should get out of my same old and retire overseas. For 6, community. I love Nashville. It has been a dream come true for me. But there's no sense of community here except my work family. It's like I walk in, it's like, oh, my work family, I love them so much. But when I'm home, I don't have that sense of community. And I've heard that there's a big sense of community in other countries, particularly amongst the expats, because they're all they have. And I do not have a large extended family. I am not remarried, nor do I ever plan to be. And it would just be lovely to have that beautiful sense of community, because I do know that's really important. I live a life with no regrets. If I want to do something, I do it. No one has ever been there for me in my life. Never. I was literally on my own, I feel like practically by the time I was 7 and homeless at 17. And so I've developed an attitude of like, I need to take care of me. I don't want to be there on my deathbed going, well, Nashville was fun. I just kept living there just because that's all I've ever done. What if I wanted to explore what this world had to offer? That's what I want to do, live a life of no regret. As I said, for number one is I am worn out. I love my job. I love my work family. That would be the hardest part of leaving my kids and my work family. My cats are coming with me. They're gonna have to learn how to speak Spanish. Meow in Spanish. Spanish, right? But it's gonna be more time to, instead of me trying to cram a YouTube video at the end of the day after a couple of long, exhausting shifts working as a cocktail waitress, I can actually pursue my creative passions. And I think that's a really amazing reason why. Friends, if this topic has piqued your curiosity, I did retire early, which I definitely recommend, and did a second career. And that really helped me to live debt free and also boost my savings. So my second career at the age of 56, you definitely need to watch that video. It's really going to help you navigate these times that we're living in. And I'm just wishing you, friends, peace, love, and joy.